everybody, and welcome back to another Rogue Redstone gaming tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you how to build Mack from Pixar Cars. This is a pretty straightforward tutorial, so we'll go ahead and jump right into it. We're going to start off with the cab, and then we'll go ahead and build the trailer. Alright, so for this build, we're going to need a 5x15 spacing. As you can see, all the materials are on the side over there. When you're ready, we're going to come over to this far left-hand corner, and we're going to count over 1 and place a 2x2 square with our blackstone blocks. You can use block of coal as well. Alright, we're going to go ahead and come over to the end of our 15 blocks. We'll make another 2x2 square. Count over 1 block and do the same. Now we're going to come over to the other side and we're just going to repeat this same pattern on the other side. This will be our wheels and tires. Now that you have all 6 of those in, go ahead and pull out your stone buttons. And we're going to go ahead and put our stone buttons in for the hubs on our tires there. Tried a couple other things, but this seemed to be the smoothest. Just using the buttons was the best. Alright, now that we have that done, let's go ahead and pull out our waxed exposed lightning rods. One off the front set of wheels, and then we'll go ahead and do a couple on the back set of wheels too. Go ahead and leave the middle open on these ones here, and then go ahead and throw in the end rods for a little lighting aesthetics. Alright, now that we have it to that point, let's go ahead and pull out our polished tuff off the front wheel. Let's go ahead and pull that all the way to 1 in front of the very last rear wheel. Go ahead and fill that in. Alright, now go ahead and place some blocks in front of these rear wheels. Swing around the very back. Place 2 more blocks just like that. Grab your polished tuff slabs and we'll go ahead and fill in those sides. And then we'll go ahead and come right up here to the middle of these front rear wheels, place a half slab, and then 2 more just like that on each side to kind of replicate the hookup for the trailer. Once we have it to that point, we can come over to our front wheel, count over 2 blocks, and we'll start making our fuel tank with our polished andesite stairs. So we can put 4 upside down staircases, pull out your polished andesite slab, those underneath. Go ahead and break the first block there so it looks just like that. Go ahead and swing around to the other side and we'll do the exact same thing. Alright, now let's go ahead and pull out our iron trapdoors, swing around to the back of the truck just for a little bit more visual aesthetics here. And then if you're just doing the cab without the trailer, let's go ahead and throw one in here too, just to make that look a little better. If you are putting the trailer in later, don't worry about that. Let's go ahead and move on to step 2. Go ahead and go to the front of the truck, pull out your brewing stands, and on each side here we're going to put in 2 brewing stands just like that. That'll replicate the kind of shocks, and we'll pull out our anvil. Place 3 anvils, that will replicate our motor. Now we can start making our body. So come around to the front and we'll place 5 blocks just along the front here. Come up 1 on each side. And right behind the front wheel, pull up 2 blocks with that red concrete. Alright. And now we can make the doors here. So come over here and we'll make a 2x2 square. Do the same thing on the other side. And then we'll go ahead and fill in the hood. Just go ahead and stop 1 short there. Alright. Now on this part of the gas tank here, we're going to place 2 blocks, and then we're going to come up with that 6 blocks. So it looks just like that. We're going to swing around to the other side. Do the exact same thing. Go ahead and fill in the back part of that there. Alright, now we can fill in the top. Come out a third row here. And then we'll place 3 blocks in the middle of that. Pull out your smooth quartz block, and then at the end of the fender, on top of the hood, we'll place 3 smooth quartz blocks with 3 more red concrete on top of that. So it should look just like that. Alright, now we'll go ahead and pull our red concrete out on the side there. Swing around to the other side, and then do the exact same thing. Now let's go ahead and fill in the inside here. And this will help out when we're making our side windows later on. Alright, at this point we can go ahead and pull out our mangrove slabs, and off of this block here, and run 3, and then 1 more on each side, so there should be a total of 5 mangrove slabs going across there. Go ahead and fill in our fenders. And our bumper down here as well. Alright, go ahead and pull out our polished andesite, and we'll start making our grill. After we have that in, we can pull out our red carpet. And put red carpet on the hood just like that, as well as on the sides of the fenders. And on these slabs up here. Alright, now that we have it to that point, go ahead and pull out your mangrove stairs. And we're going to put 5 mangrove stairs across the top. And then 1 more on each side, just like that. Pull out your mangrove trapdoors, and off of this set of stairs here, we're going to put 1 mangrove trapdoor. 1 underneath here. 1 on the side of the window. And then 1 on the side of the hood, or on the side of the grill. Let's go ahead and do the same exact thing on the other side. Alright, now that that is complete, we can move on to step 3. Alright, so we'll go ahead and grab our gray banners, and let's go ahead and swing around to the back side. Put in our mud flaps on the back tires. Switch to our pale oak sign. And we'll go ahead and put 3 pale oak signs across the middle to represent the bumper. Using those same pale oak signs, we can do our lights in the front. Alright, so now let's go over to our loom here and take our gray banners. We're going to need a total of 3 of these, and then 3 pieces of light gray dye. We're going to choose the striped pattern. I actually already have these made up here, so I'm just going to go ahead and throw those into my inventory. We're going to put those on the grill just like that. Alright, so now we have our grill made. Move on to our mangrove signs and put in the final part of our bumper down here. Take our glow item frames, and we're going to put a glow item frame on each fender there. In the middle of the top of the cab, and then 5 along the very top of the cab. Pull out your red banner, and put 1 right in there, and we're going to turn that sideways, just to kind of represent the Rust-eze logo on the hat there. We're also going to put 1 red banner on each side of the cab. Pull out your orange concrete, and make the lights on the top of the cab, as well as on the fender. Alright, now let's go ahead and pull out our block of gold. Go ahead and cut a little L shape out of our door here. And then out of the back part of the cab off that top block there too. Now let's pull out our bamboo sign, and off this fender block here. Put 2 in just like that. So now we have our lightning bolt on the driver's side. Let's go ahead and swing around to the passenger side, do the same thing. Knock a little L shape out of the bottom of the door. Now let's go ahead and do that one just like that too. And replace those all with a block of gold. And put your bamboo signs in. Alright, now we're on the home stretch. Go ahead and grab our next set of materials. Start with the dark oak sign here. We're going to go ahead and put in our mouth. Alright, and then move up to making the eyes here. We're going to go ahead and put a regular white banner in the middle of our window. Come over to our loom. And then put our... Let's see here, let's just put one banner in there for right now. And some black dye. So we're going to need one of these. You can see we'll also need one of these, so I'm just going to go ahead and slam those in my inventory real quick. Alright. And then so, put those in here. And that's how you make the eyes. Go ahead and grab our white stained glass. And we'll put in our side windows here. Alright, go ahead and grab your pale oak trapdoor. Go down here. You aim at that one in crouch mode, and then aim at the mangrove trapdoor, and then stand up. You should be able to flip those and make the perfect little side view mirror. Do the same thing on the other side here. Alright, perfect. Now that we have it to that point, we can finish it off in the back, pull out your polished tough wall, and we're going to make our smokestack. Alright, we're going to make it one taller on the outside there. Alright, and then on the inside, we're going to come up just like that on both sides there. And then put one in the middle on the cab, 3 blocks up, just to kind of represent that bracing. Pull out your iron bars. Run that up both sides. And let's go ahead and change out that sign for some polished tough slabs. Polished tough slab on both those, with the hopper facing inwards. Alright, and pull out our cobwebs. Do some cobwebs just like that. And well, there. And now we have our smoke coming out of our smokestacks. Well, there we have it, folks. There is the first part of our build. We have our Mack truck cab. Now let's go ahead and get started on the trailer. Alright, so for the trailer, we are going to need an additional 7 by 25 spacing, as well as all the additional materials that you'll see on the bottom of the screen. When you're ready, we're going to take our blackstone and go over the far backhand corner and count over 1, 2, 3 blocks and make a 2x2 square. Skip a square, or skip a block and make another 2x2 square. And we're going to do the same thing over here on this side. And let's go ahead and take our red concrete and fill that all in with some red concrete. Go ahead and make an additional 2 layers off the front. And an additional 2 layers off the back. Alright, now let's go ahead and put 2 blocks going up off of each corner. Just like that. Go ahead and pull out your polished andesite. And then 2 slabs off of that. A block, 2 slabs, and another block. And then pull out your polished andesite stairs. Place those upside down in each one of those corners. Go ahead and swing around to the other side, and let's do that on that side too. Oops. Not that upside down. Alright, let's go ahead and pull out our mangrove shelf. Throw our mangrove shelf in on the inside here too. Alright, now we can pull our red concrete back out. And off of this, we're going to add an additional 14 blocks going towards the truck, so we should have 15 total. that over to the other side. Let's go ahead and go up one, another one, and then add 4 blocks onto this, so we should have 5 total. Go ahead and replace this iron trapdoor with a polished andesite stair, just so it looks like our trailer is connected to something. Alright, let's go ahead and connect this all together here. And connect this part and fill in the floor. Alright, let's go ahead and add an additional 3 blocks right there off of this corner. Come over here and add an additional 3 blocks. Let's go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. Alright, now let's come up to the front corner after we fill this floor in here. On the front corners, we're going to come up an additional 5 blocks, 6 blocks total. Connect that. Let's go ahead and make a 2x3 window in here as well. Oops. Alright, so just like that, we go ahead and throw in our red stained glass. And then alright, grab our polished andesite stairs and we come down here, put those in upside down on the corners. Now let's go ahead and run the slabs all around the bottom of the trailer. Alright, now that we have that done, let's go ahead and grab our yellow concrete and swing around to our passenger side. The front part of this fender here, let's put in 3 yellow block, 1 going upwards, orange next to it, and just like that we'll do 2 more orange concrete going upwards, 2 over to make our 5. Come 1 block over from that, place a yellow concrete with 3 going up, of orange concrete, and 2 over, 1 down, and 2 more yellow concrete to make our 9. Go ahead and swing around to the other side, and let's do the same thing, but let's start the 5 off the back. And then do our 9. Alright, perfect. Now let's go ahead and add an additional 2 pieces of red concrete behind those. And some red concrete in there. Alright, now that we have it to this point, we can go ahead and move on to our next part. Well, actually, let's take our red stained glass out here and let's put 3 pieces of red stained glass here on both sides. And then 2 up in the front as well. Alright, now we can move on to our next part here. Alright, grab our block of coal, and we'll come in here with our block of coal. Put 2 pieces here, starting on the passenger side, then fill in with the block of redstone in between there. On the right hand side, come up with 2 more block of redstone. On the left hand side, we're going to put a piece of block of gold over that block of coal. Another block of redstone. Fill that in. 2 pieces in here. And we'll put some up there. Just like that. Grab our white concrete. Let's see here. Block of coal for the eyes, and then pale oak shelf over that for our mouth. And let's go ahead and swing around to the other side, and let's go ahead and do that over here too. Alright, now that we have our Lightning McQueen on both sides, let's grab our light blue glazed terracotta and swing around to the passenger side. And off the left hand side, let's go ahead and start putting in our lightning, so just like that. Alright, so start off with that pattern here, and we'll go back over here, add in a couple more blocks over there. Alright, so we should have that. Alright. Alright, so there is our lightning pattern on this side. Let's go ahead and swing around to the driver's side and put that in over here too. Alright. Alright, awesome. Now we have our lightning pattern around our Lightning McQueen on both sides. Go ahead and pull out our block of gold, and let's go ahead and start on the passenger side again. Right behind the 9, we'll pull up 4 pieces of gold, or 4 blocks of gold. And 2. Just follow this pattern here. Alright, just like that. Let's go ahead and swing around to the driver's side. We'll do the same thing. Alright, so now we have our lightning bolt on both sides. Let's go ahead and grab our bamboo mosaic, swing around to the back here. In the middle, we're going to put 3 pieces of bamboo mosaic, and then 3 rows of 5, and then another 3 on top. And we're going to swing around to the sides, and then starting at this first piece of glass here, we'll do those 3 pieces. And then we'll do the 3 rows of 5 on top of that. And then 3 to finish it off. And we'll go ahead and swing around to the other side. We'll do the exact same thing, starting at this piece of glass. Alright, now that we have that step done, let's go ahead and grab our red concrete and let's go ahead and fill this all in. Alright, so now that we have that all filled in here, let's go ahead and grab our polished andesite blocks. Let's go ahead and run that along the top here. Alright, let's go ahead and fill that top in with red concrete as well. Alright, now that we are officially done with this step, we can grab our next materials here. Double check that we didn't miss anything. Alright, let's swing down here. So we can grab our pale oak sign, and then starting above this 5 here, place in 6 pale oak signs, and 4 underneath it. Let's go ahead and swing around to the other side, do the same thing. Alright, starting off the 9 though, instead of the 5 this time. Alright, now we can switch over to our mangrove signs. And we can make our little Rust-eze logo. Let's do that to all 3 of these here. Alright, sweet. Now that we have that done, we can pull out our glow item frames and put glow item frames all across the top. Skipping a block every time. Alright, we're going to do the same thing on the bottom here too. And the back here also. Alright, now that we have that done, on the sides we're going to take out our orange concrete, and we're going to put orange concrete in all those. Alright, when we get to the back here, we're going to switch to our block of redstone, and we're going to fill these ones in with block of redstone. Alright, take your mangrove signs out, throw 3 mangrove signs in there for the bumpers. Pull your sea lanterns out, and for a little lighting aesthetics on the corners here, we're going to break these blocks and replace these with sea lanterns. Alright, and then in the middle, off of Lightning McQueen's eye, we'll go ahead and replace those with sea lanterns also. Pull out your red carpet, and we can put red carpet over all the top of this. Alright, now that we have that done, go ahead and pull out our stone buttons, and let's go ahead and decorate our tires. Alright folks, there we have it. Mack truck with his full trailer behind him. If you like this build, please like and subscribe. And stay tuned because I'll be dropping the tutorial soon of how to make the working rear door in the back. Thank you again for joining Rogue Redstone Gaming. We'll see you next time.